Have you ever questioned the meaning of life, morality, or the very foundations of society? Well, so did Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most influential and misunderstood philosophers of all time. Today we're diving into the life, ideas, and legacy of the man who declared God is dead and challenged us to rethink everything we thought we knew. Let's get into it. Nietzsche was raised in a deeply religious household, but don't let that fool you. This guy would grow up to become one of the most critical thinkers of religion and traditional morality. Fun fact, Nietzsche was a prodigy. By the age of 24, he was already a professor of classical philology at the University of Basel in Switzerland. But his true passion wasn't ancient texts, it was philosophy. Nietzsche's philosophy is bold, provocative, and often controversial. Here are some of his most famous ideas. Nietzsche famously declared, "God is dead." But what did he mean? He wasn't celebrating or mourning. He was pointing out that the traditional foundations of morality and meaning in Western culture were crumbling. Without God, Nietzsche argued, humanity had to create its own values. Nietzsche believed that the driving force in humans isn't survival or happiness. It's the will to power, the desire to achieve, create, and overcome. He saw this as the key to human potential. Ever heard of the concept of the Superman? Nietzsche's Übermensch is someone who creates their own values and lives authentically, free from societal constraints. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. If you had to live your life over and over again, exactly the same way, for eternity? Nietzsche used this thought experiment to challenge us to live lives we'd be proud to repeat. Now Nietzsche's ideas have been misunderstood and even misused. For example, the Nazis twisted his concept of the Übermensch to justify their ideology. But Nietzsche himself was fiercely anti-nationalist and anti-Semitic. He would have been horrified by their interpretation. A common misconception is that Nietzsche was a nihilist, but he wasn't. He warned against nihilism, the belief that life has no meaning. Instead, he encouraged us to create our own meaning. In his later years, Nietzsche's health declined rapidly. He suffered from mental and physical illnesses, and by 1889 he had a complete mental breakdown. The last decade of his life in the care of his sister, Elizabeth. Here's the twist. Elizabeth heavily edited and manipulated Nietzsche's work after his death to fit her own agenda. This distorted his legacy for years. But today, scholars are working to separate Nietzsche's true ideas from his sister's alterations. So why does Nietzsche still matter? Because his ideas force us to question everything. Our values, our beliefs, and our place in the world. When traditional institutions are being challenged, Nietzsche's call to create our own meaning feels more relevant than ever. As Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." So what's your why? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into philosophy. Thanks for watching, and remember, life might not have a meaning, but you can give it one. See you next time.